my schooling area.
Yep. Oh, and she grabbed the chair that doesn't swivel.
Yeah,
Actually, it does.
I'd get distracted from swivels, so.
So where is the Ryze?
I don't know where the Ryze is.
Upstairs. Along with the measuring spoon.
Fine, but before you send it out to Uncle Josh, I gotta surprise him.
Good morning, Phantom, and you are the first commenter of the day.
I'm ungrounded! Yay! Okay, now I gotta go grab that because then I'm gonna be showing it to my uncle, who I'm gonna be surprising with being ungrounded because he don't know I'm ungrounded yet. Yay!
She's super excited.
I know!
Ugh. So we are doing things a little bit different. Welcome to her classroom. She will be doing schooling live for a few classes because, well, this mommy needs to teach other students the true lessons of life. What, baby?
Class stuff counter. Sorry, we're still trying to get set up. We had to take care of our puppers, who obviously comes first.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be back.
I got a skeeter right here.
And I got
right. We'll see. There's a bet going on, so we'll see. I wonder how she set that up. Okay. So she is actually going to be learning economics. She's going to be learning world history. She's going to be learning, what else? Let's see. Math.
We forgot to spin Sarge's math.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Did you grab the measuring spoon? Literally, I told you it was upstairs on the shelf.
Well, hey.
Well, she's getting her FIAD in this morning. So there is that. She is going to be learning biology. Geology. I'm still debating on the other subject set, so. What subject do you think would be a good one for her to learn? And thank you for the likes. God, I really feel like a teacher. This is not my first time, though. So the last time I was her teacher, COVID hit. All schools were shut down. My kids still learned. We're still learning. Yeah. So we did spelling bees. We did, oh, that's what I need to put on the list. Thank you, brain.
Now I got Sarge hair on my lips.
You give him kisses?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he not being a butt?
He's not being a butt.
Okay. Did you spin Matt?
No, not yet. I'm not going to yet.
Okay. Thank you for the heads up.
Yep. Hello. Sorry, I'm just like trying to go back and forth right now because, yeah, it's a little chaotic this morning.
Oh, yeah, it is. So the reason why I have my tablet is school supplies.
Wait, huh? Oh no. I'm scared.
You're scared?
Scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't know. gonna take forever.
Yep. Why don't you start? And do we have a stir stick? Or heavy whipping cream? Good morning.
Morning, Natasha. Can I get this saved and sent out to him real quick?
I will send it out.
No, I gotta send it to Uncle Josh.
Okay, fine. How about this? I'll make you a deal. You can send it out to Uncle Josh. You have to go up and get the heavy whipping cream. Oh, you're stuck listening to Dance Monkey? Oh, ouch.
Heavy whipping cream.
Vanilla, peppermint. It's a little, or do you want fall? Fall would be with maple.
I want dreamsicle.
You want dreamsicle?
I want dreamsicle.
Okay, orange instead of
Vanilla.
no. You need the vanilla and the orange. Goofball.
Okay. Heavy whipping cream, orange extract, vanilla extract, stir stick.
No, we are not doing that.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not doing that?
Teaching on dark matter.
No.
But I do have to send it out on Twitch. Not Twitch. Wow. Okay, I'm going to go back to sleep. Why is it not showing me as live? It's being weird. Alright. I'm not going to time you out. So, this is stuck. Hold on. There we go. Fixed. Sure. She will be right back. I heard that.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes, all my doors sound like that.
Hi.
We only time out the people that need an actual timeout.
Oh, I've seen that one. Hey, Mom.
You're cold. Why are you so cold?
Due to the whipping cream. What do you mean?
Uh, what do you mean by that, Phantom?
Because I've seen
Eh.
Children of the Sea. It's an anime movie.
Oh. Ah. Gotcha.
Okay, let me get it sent out to Uncle Josh.
I have to send it to one person yet.
Oh.
Oh, I got you.
Anxiety. For him, it'd be afternoon. Because it's 2:40 his time.
Which means he's probably still at work.
Okay, my turn.
Hurry up. Good morning, Cutterbug.
Good morning.
I am going to get started on the Ryze. And we are going to be talking about subject matter. What kind of subject matter? Is it different?
I don't know. Welcome
Cold
in,
edits.
cold edits.
Welcome back. Y'all ready for that soothing sound?
Yes, he's seen it.
Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
I'm blowing up his phone.
Will you pretty please go grab me a container to make the heavy, or to make the...
Yeah.
Sorry about the sound, guys. Yeah, that's like nails on a chalkboard for a lot of people. It was good. Being followed by the cops was annoying. Is all fuck. It was the JBTP, but what do you... I don't expect any less. I'm just waiting for the time that I'm out roaming around and he pulls me over for no reason. Like, he was following me trying to find a reason. And that's illegal, actually. Rain sound ball? Those are nice. Yeah, the ASMR that I'm trying to do with those is something else, but that coffee is not black. Well, my darling, because it's time for Ryze. They have a new dark edition. Thinking about maybe looking at it, but I don't know, because instead of being $85,
Uncle Josh, you better be in there.
instead of being 85, it'd be 150.
Good morning.
No,
It's for now.
I can't shake that.
He's
I can't shake that. Please do it right. Thank you. All right. I wish it automatically did it for freaking. I'm leaving that alone. I wish it automatically posted it for Discord like it does for my TikTok. Yeah. There we go. Got them sent out. Yeah, you better be a good boy, Phantom. I don't know where my rice spoon is right offhand. Otherwise, I would have been using that for stirring, but that's okay. My chopsticks work. Thank you for the likes. Come on, Monko.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I know
Well, I
it's
guess that works for now.
Oops.
Can just put the other adapter on it and turn on make heavyweight.
Phantom, you're never a good boy.
Thank you for cutting me off.
Sorry.
Oh, I know.
Oh, frick, I forgot.
Really? There's an armored truck across the street. Oh, this is going to be bad.
What do you mean?
Because how distracted are we going to get during the day? I'm going to have to put my curtains up. Dude's ballsy. Then again, it is a small town. Right? I wish she would be. No, I know she can be. I have seen it. So now, heavy whipping cream. Shake it up. Smell your dairy. Pour it in the cup.
Yes, I am.
She just now caught that. That's the funny part. Oh, it's for the... We live across the street from a bank.
Yes, I am.
That's why I said he's ballsy. Because dude was just carrying the money into the bank instead of going through the back part like they normally do. So we have our heavy whipping cream. We add vanilla,
Welcome in.
a teaspoon. Well, tables.
Whatever it is.
Put it back. It's Nim. Welcome back. Orange.
And even Mom knows that I know how to be good.
Yo, someone got into my orange without my permission. How I know is I opened it a certain way.
Probably yonder.
No, that is my daughter. But thank you for the compliment.
And she is sitting, by the way.
Yes, I am.
If I was actually this much taller than her, she'd chop me at the knees quite well.
Yeah, I would. She'd have no knees.
Otherwise, there, no kneeling.
Thank you, my baby.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we added our orange at the lid. Hopefully it don't make a big mess on me because that's not the original. And kick a daughter's ass.
I thought it.
Paper towel, hurry up,
I thought it.
and get me
fit.
the lid for it.
I don't know. I have a little. Just grab the blender part.
Yeah. That really worked. Right now I'm making homemade creamer that we're gonna put in our Ryze mushroom coffee. Oh boy. No, I'm not gonna kick Monko's butt.
He's all puffied.
Who is?
Gizmo.
Why is he all puffied?
I don't know. He was puffied before I grabbed him.
Oh, baby, why are you all puffied? And Gizmo says, "Good morning."
Good morning. Are you still all puffy? No, you're not. You just wanted some loving.
He says, "Yeah, you've been having Ryze without me lately."
Oh, I'm sorry. You were sleeping and you looked so peaceful.
He says, "I had a lot of fun. Welcome in." Yes, it's the baby dinosaur. Also known as Gizmo the Gargantuan. Okay. So I'm just going to use, this is a NutriBullet. I'm just going to use the actual lid for it, or blender part for it. But shake it up. Add it to your rice. Please ask nicely. Carrick.
Carrot.
Is it Kertik or Kartik? And he is a bearded dragon. His name is Gizmo.
Gizmo.
Also known as Gizmo the Gargantuan.
And Phantom Mirror always calls him the baby dinosaur.
Yep.
Phantom is a really good friend of mine.
Yum. Take a look at that.
I go by Monko and she goes by Mrz-Wild-Wolf.
No, actually, it's not from Gremlins. My husband, when he was younger, had iguana named Gizmo. So I have an idea for a toast. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that haven't seen it,
Yes, we are.
yes, I'm mom, she's daughter. Thank you for the compliment. Cheers to a good school year.
Cheers.
How's that? Cheers. And to our viewers.
Yes, definitely.
Mm,
It actually tastes better than last time, no offense.
I'm taken.
Anxiety!
Good
yes!
morning.
Hi. By the way, I'm ungrounded now, so I'll be kicking your butt in some COD later tonight.
Oh, keep dreaming, baby. Keep dreaming. She thinks.
Okay, so I'm not quite done with it.
Nope, we're not going to show them the classroom until after
No,
it's fully set up.
not the classroom, not the classroom.
Okay. Choir is later.
I want to show them the song.
Choir is later.
I want to do
Oh,
the song.
thank you. And yes, we will be doing some stuff with the green screen.
Like photo shoots for photography.
Doing photography classes, yeah, maybe.
I'm like super nervous for this. You wanna take Gizmo?
I will gladly take
Can't
a
stay
baby
long because
dinosaur.
I'm at Nana's.
Hi, baby.
Alright. Would you let go of my hair?
Good morning, my sweet.
Alright, well, thanks for coming in the first place, so.
Look at him, he's holding on. He's giving me.
Alright.
Welcome in, Ajwa.
There's a broken girl in this broken world, and she's just trying to break free from all her pain and worry. She's lost in her thoughts, she feels she's not worth anyone's time, and she's just a waste of space. She's been broke down, talked down, shoved down, beat down, and yet she's still here. She just wants to find a little love in this world. She just wants to find a little kindness in this cruel, cruel world. She's just trying to break free from all her pain and worry. She always stands strong, even at her worst. She just tells the world that it fucking hurts. She may cry at night, her tears breaking free from all of the pain and worry. When it's night time, before I go to sleep, I yell to the world to go to hell. Oh, it hurts so bad, let it feel so good. I am done with this cruelness in the shady world. Well, fuck it all, 'cause I'm done with this cruel, cruel world. There's a broken girl in this broken world, and she's just trying to break free from all her pain and worry. All the demons in her head, trying to tear her apart, trying to make her hurt, but they could never be any match for her. She is trapped with nowhere to go. She is trapped in her thoughts, trapped in her mind, trapped in this cruel, cruel world with no escape. She is screaming in agony. She just wants to be let free. Just hug it out. The better people can just go to hell. I just want to leave this fucked up, shitty world. I'm just make me hurt, but they are no match for me. I always stand strong, even at my worst. I try to stand tall, but deep down inside, I am screaming and crying in pain. I've been brought down, talked down, tossed down, shoved down, beat down, and yet I am still here. I always stand strong, even at my worst. I just tell the world that it fucking hurts. Oh, it hurts so bad, but it feels so good. Trapped with no escapes from all the demons in my head. There.
You worry me.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
We are from the United States of America, on the planet Earth, from the galactical universe. There you go. Thank you, anxiety. I understand, because work's a bitch.
He's
Oh,
at
wait,
his
no.
Nana's.
That'd be baby.
He's at his Nana's smoking.
Ah.
Alright, well, still stay safe.
So let's enjoy our coffee.
Yes.
And then at about 9:30, I'm debating on if I'm gonna stay alive or not. Yo, you covered it, you little butt. But as soon as P-Dog Night goes live, she will be learning a little
Economics.
history. No, current events. Yeah, current events. Thought you could stand the whole time.
My back is killing me.
Are you gonna go get my chair?
No.
Okay. You really want to sit on the floor the whole time?
Oh, the floor is comfy with this carpet.
Yeah, it's the only place in this damn house that has carpet. But it's gotta be redone.
The carpet is so soft.
Carpet has to be cleaned. Okay. We are going to pull up YouTube and see. Because sometimes he starts on time. Other times he does not.
Grandpa's awake.
Yeah, he's flickering the light. Do you want to go see what he wants?
Sure.
Okay, that works. P-Dog Night is live.
Shocking.
Oh, it's his starting screen.
Okay.
Wait,
What
no.
do you want?
And I told my wife, I said to my wife that, because this is all 90 hip hop and funk, whatever. And I got to tell you, I said this during the concert because we were sitting kind of up in the higher upper deck, in the bottom of the upper deck, because we had really good, we could see pretty well. They had nice screens and stuff. But I said to my wife, I go, wow, this concert's really popular for women who don't exactly fit in the seats too well. And she just started laughing because we're surrounded by a bunch of abundant female humans, as you might call it. We're just all having fun and dancing and stuff. And I'm like, damn, where did all these big girls come from? Anyway, it was funny. I should have said that.
Oh!
So, anyway, I
gotta go this way. Here we go. Okay, so we are going to be listening to P-Dog Night live.
I said, yes, I did. Because there was some big women out there. And they were jamming too. They were, especially when Ja Rule took his shirt off. 58-year-old Ja Rule, you know Ja Rule, that guy. And he's still like cut. Like, I'm like, damn, he looks pretty good for a guy almost my age. I'm like, I got some work to do. That dude was cut. He had He had an 8-pack, and he's all muscular and shit. I'm like, this dude's almost old as me, and he's out there working out like a 25-year-old. I was tripping. Anyway, it was a good concert. It was fun. It was funny because though at one point, Maya, she's that singer. You know, she was the Lady Marmalade. Like she was the weakest link, the remake of Lady Marmalade. But she's all right. She had some good songs back in the day. She had a pretty good book. But at one point, she started singing this song, and I'm listening to it, and I knew the song is what song was it? This song made popular by SWV, and I was like, and she sounded really good on it too. But I was like, wait a minute, this isn't her song. And I was like, I talked to the girl next to me because Lauren, Lady Lauren, no shit.
Oh, I thought it was just a starting screen.
So did I.
That's a good issue.
And then,
SWV, she's like, oh
actually,
yeah, she just ran out of songs to sing, so she decided to sing some fun stuff. And I was laughing so hard when she said that. Oh, she just ran out of stuff to sing. But it was an entertaining concert. I'm reporting back to you now. If you get a chance to see that, I don't know if they're on tour. I don't know what they're doing. If they're doing a state
May I
fair
run up
tour,
and
what
grab my
they're doing,
tablet
but
now?
it was a good show, and I was glad that
Huh?
we ended up
May I
going.
run up and grab my tablet or my phone?
SWV.
Why?
It was one of those girl groups from the 90s. I think
Why?
there's 3 of them. An R&B girl
I'm
group.
asking.
SWV. It stood for Sisters with Voices, but they had a couple hits.
I don't know if that's what they're
Very good singers. So it's not an SWB.
As far as I know, with how early it is, no.
Anyway, all right, there we go. All right, let's get this thing started. Saying hi
Hey.
to everybody. What the hell is going on here? That's weird. Okay, there, I fixed it. Yes, I did. I fixed it. All right, let's say hi to everybody. Get this thing going. First in the chat today, Tyler F gets the bell.
Hello.
Yeah, baby. Congratulations, you made it here. Welcome to the show. Also, good morning to Avocados Diabli, who's always close. Look, me being on time, I know it threw all of you off.
It so did.
On time for a change. So you know, if you were thrown off, that's why. Also, Avocados Diabli with the belated rabbit, even though it's rabbits. Morning, Lewis. What's up, Louis? Gunfox, I almost said interminable. The wonderful master of the Discord. Blue-eyed screens in the house. Resolute Germ. Bookworm Addict. Nice to have you back. Attack Alpaca. Also, good morning to Wheezy McBluntblowing. Is that JB? Who the hell is we? Hello, Wheezy McBluntblowing. Nice to have you here. Okay, I wasn't even close to finish this time. I don't even know who that is. But welcome. I know you're somebody that's been here before. Also,
Welcome, and I love muffins. And yeah, his name is Gizmo.
Good morning. Mrz-Wild-Wolf's here. Good morning. And Somnambule Nation. What's up? Found is in the house. Nice to have you back. Rick Ashbringer. And,
Rick?
Okay,
What?
JB. I figured.
What the frick? I didn't know a cat could dance.
All right, so
I'm thinking about doing that, but I don't know.
Thumbs up, repost. I don't know what the check mark is. Make sure you got the bell if you haven't done that.
I really gotta
Thanks
change
for
my
the show.
password.
Also,
Thank
thanks
you.
to people
His name
who
is Gizmo.
are
I already said
sharing the
that.
stream.
And he's a big old baby.
It hurts so bad when I type in the password that I have now.
Oh, I see. There we go. Thanks to people
He said,
sharing the
"Good
show,
morning."
which includes,
You good.
of course, the Somnambule Nation. Our reaction to Puerto Rico beat punch. What do you got going there? Oh, you got all them English flags. Yeah, see, I got to talk about that today. That's a trip. So thank you for the Let's Go. If you haven't done that yet, click the link and reply Let's Go to my tweet of the show. Also, Somnambule Nation hosting the show. And whatever this is, I hope you spent yesterday listening to this album like I did. Yes. Oh, 90125. That's a great album. Isn't that the one with the roundabout on it?
So, guys and gals, we are actually going to stop
Anyway,
this live.
What?
Oh, actually,
Is that-
no,
is that
keep
on-
going because we still have our Ryze. But as
Oh,
soon as our
midnight
Ryze
too.
is done,
It's midnight
we have to
too.
stop this live, and then we're going to restart another one
Listen to Mom's
for Monko
whatever.
schooling.
Also, oh no, owner of a lonely heart. Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was a good album too. That's right. Oh, that's right. Roundabout was like 2 albums before that. Yeah, owner of a lonely heart. That's when they had their little resurgence of Yes back in like about 19. Is that like 83 or 84 or something like that? Somewhere around there, they had Yes had a resurgence. Also, thank you, people retweeting the show. Somnable Nation, Direction Puerto Rico, Resident Germ, Mrz-Wild-Wolf retweet the show, repost the show with a Let's Go from Mrz-Wild-Wolf, the Daily Kitty. Yeah, hello, Kitty. And that's everyone's done it. So thanks if you've done that already. If you haven't done so, please go click the link at the top of the screen of the chat and just reply to that with a Let's Go, with a GIF or a meme or something. And we'll feature later in the show if you do it later. So, all right, let's get into the show though, because there's I got a lot, and I actually have time to do it today, which is crazy. I'm not used to having time to do it.
I don't know what I could set my pants.
Yesterday was Labor Day. I missed the holiday yesterday, and so this I think you get to scroll down here on this Labor Day thread. The U.S. Gas and Oil, the U.S. Gas and Oil Association. Oh, 90215 was the comeback after the band broke up and Asia was for. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about Asia. Hello, Ercole Di Stefano. Monkey didn't do a show today. I don't know. He wasn't on this morning that I know of. Well, should we find out? Let me go take a look. All right, let's open up this little YouTube window here. I don't think he did. I think he took the day off. You know, Monkey's not. He does when he can, and that's not every day.
Yes, I'm odd.
Let's see. I don't see. Yeah, it doesn't look like Monkey did a show this morning. I'm scrolling through here. Emily Baker. Oh, I haven't seen her for a while. She's a lawyer. Yeah, no Monkey today. Monkey did not do a show. So there you go. All right. Anyway, back to Labor Day. I didn't scroll through this, but here, the U.S. Oil and Gas Association, as opposed to the U.S. Acid and Oil Association, says Happy Labor Day. The last time the United States was 100% renewable was around 1850. Life expectancy was also 39.4 years. Thanks to the workers in our industry, the complainers have been given an extra 36.7 years to complain about how bad we are for humanity.
Oh, boo.
That's actually very funny. Like I said, I haven't scrolled down here and see what people say about Labor Day today, but that was from yesterday. Someone here says yesterday, my 5-year-old and I set off on a mission to visit as many local parks as we could in an afternoon. The idea was to rate each from 1 to 10 and explore our local.
I forgot that I don't have it hooked up to the internet yet.
Labor Day adventure. Sadly, this turned into a lesson on homelessness, addiction, and learning to avoid danger. Oh my gosh, there was homeless tents set up one of the parks. Another man was sleeping under a pavilion next to a swing. The pavilion itself was covered in profanity.
Put in the
We were
password.
screaming at each other as we walked by. There was no other kids in sight. Another
Put in
park
the
was
password.
damaged by Hurricane Helene. A man had broken
For right now, I'm deleting it.
do not enter fence.
Deleting
Set
it.
up a tire and camp.
Oh, yeah, I already know.
Moped parked next to his tent underneath the pavilion. We finally got to the mountains downtown.
Let's get back over there.
Weed passing out on steps. Parks are one of the last truly free kids first spaces. No ticket, no membership, just a place where families can show up and host a party and
I think
gather
that's
with friends, do something to get out of the house. When a park
Hold on.
feels unsafe or completely trashed, well, a parent like me quietly stop coming. Once families leave, the commons shrink. Fewer kids, fewer eyes on the park, and it's just spirals from there. I'm sick of people calling this compassion. It's honestly abdication. To be honest, I'm not even mad at the man under the pavilion. I'm mad at our system that puts him and my son there at the same time. Look at that, looks at that, and calls it kindness. The park should teach a 5-year-old how to climb the monkey bars and meet new friends, not how to step over around a campsite. If we can't keep a playground clean, safe, and kid first,
I think the
then what
comments
exactly are we
froze.
doing? I don't know what city that is in, but it's It is, I keep giving that mark a 1. Yeah, exactly, JB.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning to the Pope. Excuse me. Pope Tyrannus III, the blessed lives with the daily message of hope. Says, blessings of the Holy Ghost be upon you. Each day is a gift. All you need to do is unwrap it and enjoy. Yes, that's a great message. Thank you to the Pope. Yeah, that's an interesting post.
I gotta do something quick.
Necessarily have to use the label. Other than that, they were using their day to go visit parks.
I don't
That
remember
park definitely got a hold
Oh.
of it. Thank you, JB. That's your joke. I'll let you keep it. So anyway, obviously this dude's Labor Day, and I didn't pay attention to it. Lady and I, Boomer and I, were worn out. Oh, I didn't finish my state fair story. So we went to that show. We were there from with the state fair from probably about 3 o'clock until about 11:30 at night. After the concert and having a few drinks. And they were like, well, we were so worried about not getting to a lot of the cool, or making sure we got time to get to the concert, which is at the they have a huge grandstand, like stadium.
Uncle Josh, are you still in here?
Nope, he's working.
That, we didn't really go see a lot of the stuff at State Fair. And I'm talking,
Okay.
I don't even know how big our state fairgrounds is. Here, let's see. Siri, how many acres is the Minnesota State Fairgrounds?
The Minnesota State Fairgrounds has a total area of 322 acres.
322 acres.
This is from Wikipedia.
322 acres is our state fair. I mean, it's huge place, and lots of cool stuff. And anyway, but we didn't get our fill on Saturday.
What the?
So then we decided to go there Sunday. We were there. We got it there by like 11 in the morning on Sunday. It did not leave till about 10:30 at night. We were there 12 hours walking around. And I promise I'll make a video about this one, because there's one particular food stand that we're walking. We go to, because there's so many sections of this fair, you don't get to all of them. There's one food stand that we walked by, and it's this little blue food stand that said donuts. Okay, donuts. There's all kinds of, any kind of food you want to eat, you can find our state fair. But this one was a little blue donut stand.
What you doing?
And we looked
Setting a couple.
at the line.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
we thought,
You only have it for an hour.
we get up there and there's a line. And we're like, oh, where's he in this line?
Welcome in.
Welcome, Somnambul
And the
Nation.
line, think of this
Yeah.
state fairgrounds in city block length, okay? And about a block past the donut shop, the line went to there, and then the line turned, and it looked
Gotta hurry.
down, and this line is like 6 blocks
Because
long.
as soon as
It's
I
like
get done
going to a
doing what
Krispy
I'm
Kreme
trying to
opening or
do,
something. It was like
there's
at
the
least 6 to 8 blocks
I'm taking
long.
it off the internet.
And I took a video. I took a video.
Because I don't want this being taken away no more.
And we're like,
That's fair.
people are waiting for donuts in a line.
Because y'all said as long as it's hooked up to the internet, you can take it away because you pay for the internet. But I paid for my tablet. So,
That we don't know.
I'm trying to hurry up, get stuff, and get offline games downloaded and offline apps downloaded so then I can still do stuff while it's still offline.
Mm-hmm.
Got the end of the
So
line.
yeah, sorry,
And
this is taking forever to load.
why don't you go get us
Why
a
is this
beer?
taking
Why
so long
don't
to
you
load?
understand this line? We're doing something. So I walked all the way over to this other place way down here, and it took me a while to get back. And she was about halfway through the line. I'm like, oh, the line's going pretty fast, but
What's
the
up?
line was 45 minutes long. And so we're in the line. I'm saying to everybody, in the line,
21
I say,
days
like,
ago,
these might be really
because, said I will soon be
and so
a licensed
we get
driver. Fear
closer, and I
me.
never really
Oh,
looked at the
shit.
donut thing.
That's a scary thought.
And they only sell
He cannot
one kind
drive.
of donut, the glazed donuts. But as we're getting closer,
Just
I'm
saying.
looking there, and I'm
Also
like,
premium games. I can't do premium.
they're bringing the donuts out, and they're hanging on these little posts. They have like 3 sets of posts. They're just hanging them on the posts as they make them. They're just making them as fast as they can make them. And you see these donuts, and they're like this big around,
Hello.
and they're just dripping with the glazed stuff, like it's hot and fresh. We're like, look at
I
it.
know which part. Her
Okay,
finally
this
getting off
might be
grounded.
good. This might be good.
Oh, stop it.
And then we're getting closer and closer, looking at it, like, oh my god.
Okay,
and
I'm about
everyone
to chuck
goes
this
in
out the
there.
window.
Oh, by
It's
the way,
taking forever to load.
Are you done with your rice?
the donuts
You
are
should be drinking it.
$6.
I'm savoring it. It tastes so
Or you
good.
could get
$6 for a fucking donut? No.
Or I didn't even look to see how much. You
Here,
get in a
it's
box.
only 98 cents.
So we finally get up.
Along with the eyeliner that I got.
And I'm looking at them hanging these just donuts that are just fresh and dripping with,
Okay, here's
with
one.
sweet whatever stuff on them. So we got 3 for the two, and so we're like, okay, these look so freaking good. And
You get our
donuts,
reactions.
And we go sit,
No, it's not.
and I took a bite of that donut, and I was like, oh my god, they were.
Unless
were
they are using
so
Madagascar.
good, just hot, fresh donuts. Apparently they do it with bacon grease or something, whatever, and the dripping, creamy, glazed stuff on them. I'm just like,
Vanilla beans?
oh my
No.
god. And usually, like, they're so big, Lady Boomer doesn't necessarily.
This game better be
she's like,
offline because
no,
I
we'll just
really
get
like
to
it.
You can,
It's
I don't know
Shining
how to get the
Nikki
whole thing.
Fashion Makeover. I used to use it a bit.
and she, like,
I'm
when we
honestly not even
got
sure
3,
why I
because I'm like,
used
well, I
that.
happen to eat 2 if they're really good, and I wanted to get back in the line again. Oh my god, they were so freaking good. Lady Boomer ate a whole donut, started eyeing my second. I'm like, no. It sounds crazy, but I would jump in that line right now.
Oh, dear
Like,
Lord.
They were so freaking
One of the
good.
commenters.
I'm sorry.
Would you
I
say
don't even
it was
have- like I said,
orgasmic?
I'll have
She was
video
amazing.
pictures and stuff.
What the
Let's see if
flip?
he
I
sees
would
it.
put them on every one of my channels because they were just amazing. Good. Where it's like, oh, now I understand. Because, if people are in that line that long, they must know something, right? And that was definitely worth it. There was another one, a line at the state fair that it was pickle pizza, like literally pickles.
Ew!
Pizza with this like garlic
Ew.
cream sauce. And that line was
I
kind
like
of
pickles and I
not
like
super
pizza,
long, so
but
we're
I do
like,
not
okay,
like them together.
we learned our lesson
Right.
with donuts. Let's go try the pickle pizza. And that was damn good too. But the donuts, oh my! I might
Marty,
talk about
what?
these donuts for another week. I'm just telling
What?
You get tired of me talking about some
Ew.
shit.
Dude,
It's gonna be about
ew!
donuts. And when I make this video, you're gonna see the picture of the video of them.
Yes, I am making
dripping,
it
and you'll be
acceptable
like,
or accessible
"Huh,
after the
I
live.
might have
FYI.
to try something. So anyway, but yeah, and that line never got shorter. It was that long. Like we walked by there another time, that line was that long.
The Special K on acid.
Waiting
They know they are
like
retarded.
45 minutes for friggin' donuts.
Waiting that long?
And
That's a waste of time.
until you do it, you're not gonna fully understand. So that's my donut story. I don't know. I was talking about it because it's Labor Day, because our state fair ends Labor Day weekend. So anyway, yeah, that's about the donuts. And happy Labor Day yesterday.
Avocado.
Oh, by the way, on
Avocado.
speaking of Labor Day weekend, also another thing that happened over Labor Day weekend that
Avocado is
we're
Diablo.
I'll talk
Damn.
more about this later if I don't forget.
Diablo.
But
My brain is not braining.
Sim City.
He says, I'm already tired of the donut talk.
Chicago, they're
Yeah, I'm waiting for current events.
Hopefully
What?
stops the
Sim
crime we didn't watch
City.
in DC. And
Sim.
I'm still
I said
skeptical
Sim
about
City.
putting
You said
any
Sim.
federal troops in just cities
Sim.
that aren't under federal jurisdiction like DC. But these ladies from something called
Just say 80.
Chicago Flips Red. Now, I don't see Chicago becoming mega country, but apparently in Chicago.
Chicago is not mega
Which,
country.
remember, I'm going to Chicago on Thursday. In
What?
Chicago over the weekend, there was apparently 53 people shot, 7 killed, 3 including 3 mass shootings. See, it's funny when it's a shooting in the hood and it's a mass shooting. They don't like to call them mass shootings because they want to make sure that the only mass shootings that happen are at
Yeah, 80.
by people in schools and shit. But anyway,
My brain is
53
just not
people
braining.
got shot. And
Here, let me make
7
this start raining.
killed. Again,
That's just gonna put me to sleep. Stop.
And, this group called Chicago
I'm on
Flips
the
Red is saying,
What
"Dear
is it?
Black Democrats in
Facing?
Chicago, this is their Labor Day. This is their Labor Day message.
I
Don't
can't
come
believe
at us
with how much
about
room I have on
blue,
here.
no matter who, for 40 plus years. All our communities have only gotten worse. This Labor Day alone, 50 plus shots.
I can get Need for Speed on my tablet.
To us about
Yeah.
President Trump. We know our history. It's
Oh yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, Oh yeah,
Putting faith in a weak black
I'm happy.
leadership that has failed us decade after decade. It's best you stand down. The silent majority is with us, and we haven't even announced our Chicago Flips Red candidates yet. We recommend treading lightly. So these ladies had this message. This is an 8-minute message. I'm gonna listen to about a minute of this message, and then you can. I've got this in a separate link so you can listen to the whole.
Mom, this is how many games I have downloading and more.
I want to address two things. One thing is,
Stop Not Bull Nation. Will you do me a huge favor and go ahead and post his
And if you can't
link
read her
so we
hat,
can
make Chicago
pin it in.
corrupt again. And you guys go back a long time for that. Good morning, Midnight XL, by the way, and special cat acid on a special
He loves me.
honorable mention list of favorite Canadians. And Darren Root is in the house. Hello, all of you. Here we go.
Dr. Ruth, it was on Roku channels, and that was in support of what we're doing, our merch, all Labor Day weekend, holiday sale, shopping sale. Then we went to go get some brunch. Went to the place to get some brunch. I'm not going to call the place out yet because I'm going to send an email to corporate first because that's what I do.
Oh, that's what I was
Always
gonna
do
download.
an email to
Had to be cheesecake.
Kindle for books.
They got a corporate. It's a cheesecake.
Go ahead
They
and
will play
post
Chicago
Marty's
plays.
link
By the way, if you have any
so we can
recommendations,
tag it.
cool.
Or pin it.
Go to-
Tag it. Wow. I need more.
you can
I need more.
direct DM me on X or send me a message here somewhere.
Oh god.
'Cause
I'll
we're-
take
I
mine.
know Chicago pretty well for something.
You know it's good when a teenager says
let
that.
them know and let them correct it. That's what we're supposed to do. But we went and had some breakfast.
Oh, and today's coffee is brought to you by Bubba. I'm Bubba. That's my grandmother.
I wonder if I sent him
First
one of my
grandchild named
mugs, if he
grandfathers
would
in my
get it.
family.
Hmm.
Hers was Bubba.
Stairs and all of that because of the Chicago Flips Red shirts and all that stuff. Them trying to put us in the back of the restaurant like we are on a, like this is the civil rights and we're dealing with the back of the bus again and all that stuff because you guys have
Thank
an
you, baby
issue
girl.
with
You're welcome.
us,
Yeah, it showed up there, but not on this. So,
as Republicans in this city, in this big
oh,
city.
duh. It's not gonna pop up on here because I'm watching Marty.
And we're walking back to
Hold
our
up.
office. And we
Thank you.
have
I deserve that one.
I even did it lately.
I know. So we're gonna be doing something with the lighting in here. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna be doing it yet, but
We don't want to change.
the National Guards and things like that. Know your history.
Yeah, know our history, all this stuff. You got some people across the street, you know, that were confused and all this stuff. And me, I'm not tolerating none of this. For 2 years, I was down there getting no help, asking for help from this administration, from the previous administration when it comes to on the federal
Hurry
level.
up.
But the city, Brandon Johnson, Tony Preckwinkle, our Attorney General Kwame Raoul, Governor Pritzker, all of that, asking for help when it came to my personal issue. On top of that, I started requesting help when it came to other unhoused people. People also dealing with demolition.
I hate the word unhoused. I hate that word. Just say homeless. But you know what? She's got to be PC in Chicago. You know?
With their homes and stuff like that. On top of making
it is
sure
homeless
that
people.
The illegals are getting everything.
Nothing to be ashamed of saying.
I
Just saying.
advocated for us, all of that stuff. I'm not an activist at all. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a daughter and I didn't have time for this. But what I'm not going to tolerate is if you see me and you start any of that, I'm cursing you out point blank. I do not
Good
care.
for her.
I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
She's just staring so intently.
You guys do not care. This is the weakest group of black men. I ain't gonna hold you. The weakest group of black men I've ever met in my life. I really feel sorry for the level of that, the down years and have done nothing for us but continue to take from our communities, taking from our children.
Okay, I'm going to stop there. She goes on to talk about how she's welcoming the National Guard. She welcomed to help the kids stop crime and shit like that. And that's what this whole thing with the Chicago Flips read, because they're tired of being, all the illegal immigrants get put into the communities that some of these people live in. And they're just like, we're tired of this shit. Stop. We need some sanity in Chicago. And they can't stand Brandon Johnson.
Look, this is how many games I have.
Okay, thank
So
you.
anyway, I'm
Downloading.
gonna let you watch this whole thing. I don't
You
want
gotta
to
be careful with that, because otherwise you're gonna lock up your
her point
tablet.
about being costume for you. Tyre, I see your some shit. I'll get you in a second. Same fair this week.
Oh! I just slammed my
Leroy and
back
I
into
stopped by a
the
couple
the
booths
body.
of people who might not be blue whatsoever. I ran into
It's not a thing.
Royce White over the weekend. He's the black gentleman who ran for the Senate as a Republican. This last round against Klobuchar, and did pretty good. And now the Tina Smith seat, our other senator's seat's coming up, so he's running again for Senate in 2026.
Nope, I'm not doing
Ran into
premium.
him, and
Don't have
I,
the money
I,
for it.
I've met him before, and we talked a little bit. I went over to his booth, got one of those signs. He had these little hand fans. One side said Royce White for Senate, and the other side said
Midnight.
Walls lies, as in Walls lied, Tim Walls. And at his booth, they had this thing of all the different lies that Walls.
The brain sucker's starving.
And then we happened to be
Hang on,
walking by the
hold up.
Republican. We're like, okay, we'll stop it. We were
No, not that.
Stop the Republican booth.
What up?
And there was,
Someone's trying to sign into me.
handing out things and flyers, and they had some merch in the back or whatever, and they had some shirts, and they had different stuff, all kinds of stuff, right? And there's this one black woman who's standing there working.
Monko.
Handing out stuff just like all the other people. And
Anti-murder juice.
Stat.
This lady, probably.
Did you make any anti-murder juice? Okay.
Had
You're gonna have to turn it back on.
When I say the glasses, you know what I'm saying. She had the
Could
glasses.
you get my tablet into his live?
A tie-dyed headband and.
But now you see why I chose my tablet? Bigger range of
I see
screen.
this lady looking over at the.
And it even has a stand to hold itself.
By the way, out in the street, like there's a sidewalk.
We could see
in
this
the middle of the
side.
street, okay? Out in the street, there's like 6 protesters, all wearing like these
Doesn't
red
realize
shirts
mine
talking
has the
about
same thing.
The GOP,
Hers is
this
just a tiny
bad,
bit bigger
whatever.
than mine.
Everything bad they thought about the GOP was on the back of the shirts, and they're protesting the GOP booth, but not within an X number of feet, because there's some
Okay.
cops there, and apparently they said you cannot protest in front of this booth. Go sit out there in the street and protest. So they're out there protesting. It's a sign of protest. There's only 5 or 6 of them.
I think they like that.
But this lady in the tie-dye headband, I see her looking up there, and I watch
Yeah,
her
I'm sure it
kind of
sounds
walk
off.
through it. There's all these people walking in front, and she kind of makes her way through this, and she
I'm not used to her
beelines
yet, so.
to this black woman here. I'm talking, me and my lady Boomer talking to some other lady, and I see her. I kind of see her out of the corner of my eye. She like literally winds her way through the crowd and beelines just to this one black woman who's in the Republican booth, obviously working the Republican booth. And she literally says, she walks up and says, "Can I ask you a question? Why would you ever vote for these people who don't have your interest at heart?" And I'm listening, and she's like, "Well, I agree with their policies and this and that." "Well, what policy do you agree with?" And before that woman answers, I looked over at the woman, the headband lady.
I have it muted and yours cuts
And I
out a lot.
said, "Well, why don't you be a little
Probably
more specific
because
of what you're
I also
asking?"
have a
That's
bit of things
very general
downloaded.
question. What policies do you agree with?
So,
Right? And she
Okay,
kind of looks at me
anyway.
like,
By the way, I
said
did
to
get
Kara, I was
unplugged
like,
while
"Why
it
don't
was
you be more
brewing.
specific, Well, like he's time to end the education.
How far is it brewed?
And I said, so the Department of Education.
Pretty much just starting now
all
because
the
I
functions
just poured
that
that.
would be part of the Department of Education. If they remove the Department of Education,
What?
and go to different branches of the other
Yeah.
government. Like, I'm like,
So this is
teaching
going to be
her
uber strong.
that, yes, student loans would probably go back to Treasury.
Awesome.
Health and Human Services would
Okay, at least now you know it's not going to be
things
weak.
regarding people who are handicapped or whatever. The food programs are already run by the Department of Agriculture. The Department of Education has been a failure.
Yeah, I gotta close this out
In
because it's like
1979, we were first in the world in education. Now we're like
Oh, no.
48th. So what
I
has the
might
Department of
just
Education done?
crash my
And she kind of
tablet.
looks at me like kind
Don't
of
do
stunned
that.
that I had actually had an
Oh
answer
yeah,
for her.
the swelling's just barely
And
starting
she
to go down
kind
now.
of just
Yeah.
doesn't answer. She's like,
I
and
got
she
stung
walks
by a
away,
bee a few
and she
days
walks
ago.
back down to
A
the people
wasp?
protesting.
Yeah.
And I kind of go back to talking to the lady I was talking to because my wife.
Alrighty. Drive safe.
Oh, he left a while
I
ago.
see. I
He's
look
almost
down,
back.
down at her, and she's pointing at me. And I'm just laughing because all of them are they all got a little grip and they're all looking at me while she's pointing at me, and I'm like, "Hi." Just all like,
It is not gonna
turn
mix
around.
because that is ice cold.
And then Lady Boomer's standing there, and she has these hand fans,
That
right?
is
And she
super
has
strong.
the
Oh,
slide
bro, legit
outside,
noticed that I popped in there.
And another
Hmm?
woman comes up
You're
and
midnight in exile?
confronts her and says,
Or you just
you
midnight?
know, you
Midnight.
should do better. And then
No.
she sees my
Midnight in
medical-
exile.
Oh.
little necklace with the little medical symbol on it, and the other one is her mother child pin, which has two little diamonds in it, one for each of her kids.
No, 80. We don't need to hear about the donut line
And,
again.
like, like a real angry voice, not nice voice, angry voice. And Lady Boomer looks at her and goes,
This
"Oh,
was so sweet, Dad.
you look like you need a hug." And the woman backs off. She goes, "Get out of my personal space."
Okay.
Lady Boomer says,
I'll be nice and keep my
"You
mouth
walked up
shut.
to me.
What do you mean?
Now I
Nothing.
have just 2 words for you. Fuck off."
Oh.
And the woman steps back and she walks away. It was amazing. But and then so we're talking to these people, and they're like, "Yeah, we get a few people confront us, and you know, the longer the day goes, the drunker some people get, and they're more confrontational. And that's why they had 3 police officers next to the booth just to let them know that this was kind of a cool thing to be doing.
Hope
You know, this
Karen
is-
is
they're
the
just at
third.
the booth, just like the
P-Dog
Democrats had
Knight,
their booth on
stop
the other
fighting
side,
with the
just like
mental
different candidates had
freeze.
booths all over the state fair. It's just what it was. But
I agree.
but yeah, I wanted to find that though that confronted the woman who was behind me, the black one behind me, because I was hoping that I would see her at a different place in the fair,
Oh, dear.
so that as soon as I saw her,
Oh,
I could say, "Hey, look, honey, there's this lady that singled out a black woman in the Republican booth," because it would have been funny, because she would have been.
2 kids were kissing.
Anyway,
In
thank
elementary
you,
school.
Tyler, the
And then
first
they got
sponsor,
married.
You are
Wait,
the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the
She
day.
went for baptism but ended up with a new hairstyle.
Are you going on
That's
safari
cool.
to Chicago? Do you have a guide and a rifle? The animals there are dangerous. I don't want you to get shot by the wild Chicago hood rat. Well, look, like I said last week, okay, thank you, Tyre. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said last week, as one who travels to a lot of different cities in the United States of America, and as when Brian Krasenstein, his little post saying, "I'm in Chicago, and look, it looks very safe and nice."
It depends on what part of Chicago you're in. I've been to Chicago.
I know,
I went to the
and where not to go in Chicago, Illinois. So we're going to go to places that are okay to go. We might drive quickly
To the
through
Married
some of
with
the
Children
bad places
fountain.
just to take some pictures, but no, we know where to and where not to go. I guarantee you that we will not get shot. Although it's hard to tell because sometimes shit happens. I don't know. By the way, I don't know when exactly the president was talking about sending people to Chicago. I'm not sure because I don't know if that's supposed to be this coming weekend or what, but that's where we're going. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we are definitely, some things we're going to, for Grandma Boomer, well, she's more than a boomer. She's born in 1941. But
I
anyway,
am being taught by Somnambule
we're gonna
Nation.
take
And why did you leave the
by
live?
Somnambule Nation.
Not at Somnambule Nation. Wow.
one.
P-Dog Night.
We are going to get an Italian
And why
beef
did you even
sandwich
leave the
at
live in the
Al's
first
Beef,
place?
the
When you
original
had
Italian beef sandwich. If you've never had an Italian beef sandwich in Chicago, that's kind of the
He typically does
famous
current
Chicago,
events.
Chicago.
This morning he's not,
Italian beef
but
Al's Beef. We're probably going to get one deep dish pizza. Lady Boomer doesn't get a lot of pasta stuff, but I just saw that pop up reaction. next show. Yes, if you want to contribute to the Bulletproof Vest Fund, Justice Reaction Puerto Rico.
Oh,
The
give me a
Smart
hold.
concert was amazing.
Thanks for the news.
Absolutely
and the tip
amazing.
jar by YouTube.
But a
Super
post
chat.
that I
Yes,
just seen
contribute
on
to the
Facebook, it says, half my little town may be on drugs, but at least they wave. Happy little crackheads.
We're gonna get,
I mean,
Italian beef,
They're not
deep
wrong.
Chicago style
it might not be
pizza.
wrong. Like,
Also,
it's weird. I want to get out of here.
Italian beef sandwich. What are their names? Antonio and Vincenzo. Yay! No, if you've never had a Chicago Italian beef in Chicago, you don't know what you're missing. That shit is so good. But you can pretty much, they have a place here that makes them, but it's just not the same.
I'm getting off Facebook
And
after
then
this
also
one.
the other thing we're gonna do a Chicago hot dog because Chicago has their own way of doing hot dogs. No ketchup, but they kind of put onions.
Get off that.
Yeah, I'm getting off my Facebook.
Chardonnay peppers on them.
I do not want to go back into my Facebook for a what?
It's a
There's more.
all beef Chicago dog with all the
Okay,
words.
some of these are done. That's good.
Thank you, Renee Mayette. Also, get them plates, King. Yeah,
He says he isn't alive until another sister called him.
Renee Mayette, appreciate it.
Okay. Well, you're still a meanie head.
Y'all
I'm
are
joking.
fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, and like I said, DM me if you have anything we have to do. We're gonna. Here's the other thing I'm gonna do. So that picture that Brian Krasstein put up with in front of the bean, we are gonna go to the bean and we can take a picture in front of it. That big silver bean. I don't know what the hell that is.
With the bean.
But
80.
Weird.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out the bean. So that's cool. Good morning, Anand. 1, 2, 3.
That is awesome.
If you never had Italian beef in Chicago,
Yeah, he is.
Gizmo.
He's a bearded dragon.
So,
He asked if you're a real lizard.
well,
Are
I
you a
haven't
real
gotten very
lizard?
far, have I? This is like I just started the show. This is crazy. All right, some other things about Labor Day. A little quick.
You gonna show him?
Chrissy
You
Nova
gonna
had
climb
a
backward?
message that jobs are coming back to American citizens, not foreigners. In her tweet here, she said this Labor Day.
Normally he follows my finger.
And you
Again,
follow the finger.
100% of all the new jobs gains
He
have gone
says,
to U.S.
nope, not
citizens.
Here,
and 2.5
turn
million
your
Americans
hand.
are back to work
Because
since
he moves
January.
his head
Under
with
Biden, 88% of all jobs are for
surroundings.
foreign workers. Meanwhile, DHS reforms have
That's
saved
cool. His
taxpayers.
name is Gizmo.
That's the rest of this message. I
And
can't
he's
see.
known as Gizmo the
Well, here, I'll just read
Garbachuan.
the article here. Meanwhile, DHS reforms have saved taxpayers over $13.2 billion. She continued. President Trump and I are putting America.
I feel like I'm
first
about to
happy
sneeze,
Labor
but I
Day.
don't want to
Americans
sneeze.
have witnessed quite a transformation last year as the American economy has transitioned from former President Joe Biden's economy built on migrant labor.
If anything, that just made me yawn.
Praising American workers. As such, employment among native-born Americans has exploded, as Breitbart News thoroughly documented. Continuing the trend
Oh,
in July,
jeez.
Trump oversaw all
Blue-eyed
job
scream.
growth going to
76. Beware of Subway subs. I hear Mega
each month,
likes them.
opening many entry-level jobs for Americans working in the lower middle
They're
class.
leading
So,
Snapchat. They're
I got some
leading.
charts and graphs there,
No.
and a video here
No.
saying something. So there you go. Lots of stuff about the return of American jobs.
Because I
So
already
good.
know
That's a good deal.
that
Thank you,
downloading
Chris.
all these games is going to take up
And
a
while
bit of
we're thanking
space.
people, thank you, Avocados.
What
Tell
other
me the
bands
new.
do you like other than
Stream will have
Smart Mouth?
Superstar sponsor of the day, dropping $2.31.
What are their bands?
Avocados Diablo says, I have not
Casting
had a piece of
Crowns.
Italian beef since I moved from
That's
the
a Christian
Chicago area
band.
20 years
Okay,
ago.
still
No one
there.
outside of there seems to know
I
how
was
to
telling
make a
them.
good one. I have given up on even trying to find anyone who sells them at that point.
I
You
used
know what I'm talking about.
to listen
You absolutely know what I'm
to
talking about. There was one
Evan
place
Essence,
in the Twin Cities
AC/DC,
that the two
Ozzy
guys
Osbourne,
were
Metallica.
from Chicago.
Not so much Ozzy
Here,
Osbourne, that was my
opened a
dad, and I
restaurant.
had to listen
And
in
they
the
had a
background.
pretty good Italian. I mean, it was a good
FFDP.
Italian. They did it Al's style, for example.
FFDP.
But then
Five Finger Death
their
Punch.
restaurant
Yep.
closed during COVID.
Five Finger
So that was-
Death Punch.
There's another place called Chicago something Authority here in the Twin Cities that it does an okay Italian beef, but it's just not like getting
Alanis
Al's,
Morissette,
Zippy's,
Shania Twain,
Schomburg, or there's a bunch of places that have
George
really good Italian
Strait,
beef.
or Dire Straits,
And
sorry.
it's definitely a Chicago thing, or as a Chicago person would say it, it's definitely a Chicago thing. Chicago.
Used to listen to,
All right, and then the other, let's see, I already did that, and what's this? Oh, and the Treasury Secretary popped in about.
I used to
Labor
listen to a
Day.
lot, but I don't listen
So
to no more.
Treasury Secretary Bissett in Labor Day no tax on tips diner interview. Time for a barrel of prosperity.
My
where
favorite
Main
is still
Street and
Jewel, though.
working Americans do great. So you can read that one. It's
Yes.
interesting, but
I didn't know that Ozzy Osbourne.
that's
Passed away.
yeah. The Treasury Secretary is pretty good.
AC/DC is actually a really good
He sat
band.
down with Breitbart News for nearly half an hour at a booth.
Yeah, he passed away shortly after being
Just outside
baptized.
the Capitol here on Monday morning as part of a multi-stop tour he took of restaurants and
That
bars.
just
on
proves
Labor Day
that
to
he had
highlight
too
how
many
Trump's
demons
agenda
in
is
him.
delivering for our Main Street to level the playing field with financial elite in the country. So it's all about the agenda. You can read this article. It's way too long to read on this show, but
Okay.
that was also in the Labor Day trough.
Current
And
event.
then finally, a really good article in the Federalist about California and how they restrict freelance work. I mean, they basically tried to kill Uber and Lyft and all the places where you can go to like kind of make your own business out of it, and they ended up having to make all these exceptions. But you can read that one too. It's about Labor Day. All right, enough about Labor Day. Good God. Other holidays today, it is World Coconut Day. Oh my goodness. Also National Blueberry Popsicle Day. That's very specific. Pierce your ears day. No.
I'm sitting on the ground.
No,
There. Now I'm standing.
I think I'm going to keep it that way because, I don't know. VJ Day is in Victory in Japan. Wait, in honor of the brave men and women who fought for freedom on VJ Day. Let's come together on it's actually this Victory in Japan Day. Telephone Tuesday, I don't know why, and Bicentennial Day. Get ready to go to your school spirit on Bicentennial Day with cheers, chant.
Bicentennial Day.
If your school mascot is the bison, it's your day. Like, is it North Dakota or North Dakota State? North Dakota State's the bison.
Bicentennial Day. It's
Holiday. All right, moving on. Celebrity birthday today is Keanu Reeves, who turned 60.
Oh, I hope your day gets better,
61
Natasha.
Keanu Reeves, also just like me, born in 1964, looking good for a 64-year-old man. That's when he was younger, though. He was a young kid. The other dude, there's a little more closer today dates and a little Matrix looking outfit, and then him on a motorcycle. So happy birthday, Keanu Reeves. Prolific. Was he Bill or was he Ted? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Anyway, excellent. Congratulations. All right, Bill Belichick is trending. Apparently, I didn't know. Now, it was big college football weekend. I'm only going to highlight two things about college football this weekend. One, I didn't know Bill Belichick was the coach at the University of North Carolina now. And I also
Holy
I didn't
crap,
find out
they
this
like
morning that the
spamming the
University of North
freaking
Carolina got their ass
esports
kicked by
chat.
TCU 41-7. Now, a lot of people are talking about Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
little Wolfie has
It's
to go
not
to
Bill
the school on
Belichick's
Wednesday.
girlfriend. This is what Bill Belichick's girlfriend would look like if the Patriots had
Why
never
didn't he go
drafted
last
Tom
week?
Brady. This is what his girlfriend would have looked
I'm
like.
not sure.
Or maybe like that. But apparently, at this North Carolina TCU
yeah.
game, and I
So,
don't really care about the
Told you so.
TCU or North Carolina.
I'm
although
still in
TCU is
esports.
supposed to where my
I know.
friends live. But apparently,
I wasn't
Here's-
supposed to
here's
say
the
anything.
things
You
people
were supposed to
laughing about.
find out when you went
okay,
live.
now you can see right here in the middle of the picture, that's Bill
It's
Belichick,
Casey.
and he's talking to his girlfriend.
Who is
He's
my
going
e-
against the
He's
school.
talking to his
who is my
girlfriend on the
esports
sidelines.
coach?
Now, Siri,
She
how old is Bill Belichick?
is pretty much like another mom to me because
She's
she has helped
Bill
me
Belichick's
a bit.
73
She
years
gave
old.
me stuff that I needed.
Okay, Bill Belichick is 73 years old.
Why
Here's
don't we talk about
here
that
he is talking to his
after?
girlfriend on the
I'm not
sideline.
supposed to listen.
His
I have
girlfriend
been listening.
is 24 years old. That's his girlfriend there walking on the sidelines. And so that's why a lot of people are joking about the fact that if Bill Belichick had not drafted Tom Brady, this is what his girlfriend would look like. He's 73 years old. Keanu is pronounced Keanu. Didn't I say Keanu? What did I say? Didn't I say Keanu? Bill Belichick's girlfriend's 24 years old. Let's see if I can find another picture of her. This may be the reason. Oh, here she is. Oh, I don't need the music. Here again. This is now. But you know what? The thing here is though. By the way, It looks like she's wearing those stupid,
We are
like,
gonna have to set up the computer.
spider eyelashes. They
You know
look
why?
big ass
Why?
fake eyelash. I hate
Because
those things. I hate
then
them with a passion.
instead of
But
doing
here
it
she's
like
walking
this,
sideline.
we could
She
have the
looks
camera
pretty
going
rough for
and they could
24,
have this side by
doesn't she?
side, or us in
She-
the video.
Is it just me?
This thing is
Or
my
does she look pretty rough for
Okay.
24? She also bought a brakes truck. Big deal. Okay. I said Keanu. Okay, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, and now she's there. She's silently digging in his pockets, which is probably why she is dating him. Look at those ugly ass. She got some stripper heels on. Anyway, she looks rough for 24. I mean, not physically, like not her. I'm talking about
Yeah.
her face.
We're not talking about that.
Anyway, and also Bill Bensher.
We are watching P-Dog Night, who does current
Her
events.
name's Jordan Hudson, right? And so the meme.
And that's
of
what
the
I was
day
just
or
saying.
the-
What we're gonna
where's
do
the
is,
sign? We're gonna
because
find
we
the
have
sign.
this
Here it
nice
is.
little setup out here,
Here
I'm
is
going
the
to figure out
sign.
how to put
This is what
my
people
TV out
remember.
here,
This was the best sign at the
and we will use my computer, so we'll be able to have the live,
North Carolina.
and
Yeah,
then,
Jordan is in Jordan Hudson.
you guys will be able to see his
Maybe.
video
Oh,
as
I
well.
didn't think of that.
But that's
Yeah,
gonna be
he's
set up next
70
week.
What do you say, 72 years old? Dating a 24-year-old? That girl's getting the bag. Okay, moving on.
That's just fucking
Notre Dame
disgusting.
turning- Oh, yeah, Notre Dame lost, but for some reason,
He is
I'm
funny.
not a fan of Notre Dame.
Yeah,
at all.
P-Dog
I never
is.
have been. My wife likes it.
If you click the link up
But,
here,
this dude, I
it'll
like
take
the
you to
coach,
his
though.
live, but don't forget to come
Young
back.
brother, who has brought the pregame Catholic Mass back to Notre Dame football. All the players attend.
Actually,
I
you
thought
guys,
that's pretty
click
cool.
that
That's a
link,
Notre Dame tradition.
jump
The
over to
team
his
used do the
live,
Mass before the games.
and say,
I mean, if they're not Catholic,
Mrz-Wild-Wolf
I don't
and
know,
Monko
they have to. I don't think they
midnight
have to,
say
but they
hi.
encourage
Hello.
Notre Dame football
because
team to
otherwise
take
he'll know
Mass
it's for me.
games, which had been discontinued, was reinstated by Marcus Freeman.
The aliens
his
from Planet
session
Mars
head
say
coach a
hi.
couple Years ago, Freeman, a convert to Catholicism, reintroduced this practice shortly after taking over the role. Think about it. It's a Catholic school. I'm just saying.
hello, you
It's
weird
kind of- it's pretty
earthlings.
classic.
That's what you should
It's a
say.
tradition.
Hello,
And
you
it's not
weird
about being Catholic, it's
earthlings.
a tradition. But they lost
And
to this
remember,
weekend. All right,
I'm
moving
watching.
on. The Rock is trending. Not because I don't know why Prince is on the Rock. Prince is on the Rock trending thing. Because Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Someone was talking about the Rock. They were seeing. So this is the Rock these days, and they were complaining. Wow, what happened to the Rock? What happened to him?
Ooh.
What happened to the Rock is he got off the juice because he's not playing those kinds of roles anymore, and also because the Rock is like 62 years old, or 60. He's like 60 years old. I mean, he's not going to stay in that buff beef dude forever.
Midnight
He's
Ninja.
getting old. It's
You have to get out
okay
the juice
not to get
eventually.
all jacked up.
Like,
When you're 60, plus he's not doing the wrestling anymore. I think his latest movie was something about doing MMA, and those guys aren't necessarily jacked up. But people were saying, it's kind of weird how some of these wrestlers like The Rock and Batista now look. So there's The Rock right now, a lot thinner, looking healthy as hell though. I mean, he looks good. But Batista, I don't know what the fuck Batista's wearing in this. But yeah, that's Batista now. He's not all jacked up. You get out the
I know.
juice, you lose some of
Look
that
at that.
stuff. But you know what? They look like they're in good shape. They look healthy. They're both near their 60s. Nothing wrong with that.
Don't forget to
And
say
they look
hello.
better than Ric Flair in his 60s.
Hello, y'all weirdos.
Looking rough. Not that, anyway, he's older. Rick's like 74 now. Anyway, Department of War is trending.
YouTube,
Apparently,
stop
Trump is talking
censoring
about,
fucking
Department of
comments.
Defense.
Try that again, cold cut, or cold
this is
edits,
one of those
because,
things where I'm like,
yeah, it didn't go through.
is this just to get people talking about shit that I don't know. But anyway, Department of War sends a clear message as opposed to Department of Defense. Sounds like you're drawing a red line and begging others not to cross. This is what I imagine when I hear Department of War. This is a video. Let's see what this is. Music? Probably. Yeah, no,
You would
that's
think
right,
you would do it
music.
first to set an
Yeah,
example.
Department of War.
Nobody has gone over there and
Does
said,
sound
hello,
like
y'all
more like-
weirdos.
World.
Just saying.
I gotta wait for all my games to finish downloading so it stops kicking me out. Click that link.
That's
Go
part
over
more
there.
sounds like to
Say
me.
hello, yellow weirdo.
Why does it ask today at 2 p.m. is likely to be renaming the Department of Defense. It will be called the Department of War. They are considering the Department of Fuck Around and Find Out, but didn't have the right ring to it. So there you go. The Department of Fuck Around and Find Out. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's why Department of Defense is trending. Enough about that. Okay, a couple of news items that popped up before, like immediately when I opened up X, the app formerly known as Twitter. One of them is Ilhan Omar. Her fortune apparently has soared. Now they say to 30 billion it means ethics scrutiny. Now, hang on, slow down, okay? Because if you read this, it's a range, okay? But listen to this. So Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's net worth has surged between 6 million and 30 million. Between 6 million and 30. So it's between 6 million and 30 million, okay? In her May 2025 financial disclosure. A staggering 3,500% if you say 30 million. 3,500% increase from 2023's 51,000. Okay, so in 2023, her financial disclosure said she was worth $51,000.
I'm trying to look for a grenade.
And now it says it's between 6 million and 30 million. Now,
Because Sandbox, I can do multiple things with. Like, it's good for science and stuff. Right now I have stuff planting. But otherwise you go through this. For some reason it's acting weird and like going like...
People talk about it. Because we don't know if it's her net worth is 30 million, 6 million.
But you can do pretty much everything.
But also
on here.
part of it is
I'm currently trying to make a bomb.
Her husband Tim
You don't
Minus
need to make a
stakes
bomb.
in a venture capital firm valued
But-
up to 25 million, and a winery up to 5 million. Which, hold on, wait a minute. Ilhan Omar and her husband own a winery?
Nope.
Isn't that halal? Anyway, so around there has fueled ethics debates and demands for transparency amid her $174,000 congressional salary. Critics question the rapid wealth accumulation, while supporters attribute it to smart investments. McCall, people are talking about it, and I don't know how much of that 25 million venture capital firm her husband had, because she got married. She married some white dude who's worth a lot of money. So that would also be an increase in her net worth, right? I mean, so anyway, that's interesting.
Honey, you
But a lot
need
of
to
people
breathe.
talking about it. Mike
And
Benz,
remember,
Ilhan
give that to
Omar,
God.
$74,000 salary, increased her net worth $24 million in a single year because
Anxiety
she
is a
she invested that had less than 1,000 in assets.
misfire of
including
neurons in
$25
your
million a year.
brain.
Oh, now I
And if you
didn't
ask the Lord to
catch
help
that
you,
part.
you can.
So they invested $1,000, and now
Also,
the
you need a heavy
venture
metal
capital
detox
is
and
worth
parasite
25
detox.
million.
Or parasite cleanse.
Oh,
Because that'll get rid of
oh,
that.
check DM, David Packman. This is hot water. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to it. Thank you, Reaction Puerto Rico. Appreciate the deuce in the chip jar for that too. All right. So anyway, a lot of people talking about this. The New York Post isn't it? Damn. Even the New York Post. Here, I'll put an article in the New York Post about it. Ilhan Omar's net worth skyrockets to as much as 30 million months after she was denying she was a millionaire. Oh, she was denying she was a millionaire. The disclosure filed in May shows the far left squad member and her husband Tim Minette experienced roughly a 3,500% increase in their net worth compared to 2023. The surge in the couple's wealth was first reported in the Washington Free Beacon on Monday. Financial gains came from Minette's two businesses, Santa Rosa, California-based winery and a venture capital firm headquartered in Washington, D.C. Headquartered in Washington, D.C. Well, if you wanted some inside info, you got to be headquartered in Washington, D.C. Omar valued the winery's assets.
The
between $1
Democrats
million and $5
currently
million,
say they're
consistent
against
comparison.
insider trading,
Winery,
right?
blah, 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 was only worth between $15,000 and $50,000 in Omar's previous financial. How do you get a winery? Hold up. If the winery was only valued between $15,000 and $50,000 2 years ago, how did the value of the winery go up between $1 million and $5 experienced by Minot's venture capital firm, Rose Lake Capital. Well, obviously married to a congresswoman, he's getting some investors, baby. So there's some concerns about some ethics with her. Imagine that. Also in the news that popped up, Bill de Blasio apparently is backing Mamdani's push for New York City affordability. Former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio.
Yes, I do.
Bill de
Every day.
Blasio,
Well, I try to every day.
has endorsed Zohran Mamdani's 2025 mayoral campaign, praising his focus on affordability.
Oh, my ankles.
In an op-ed and TV appearance,
As a matter of fact, the one that I read the most is on my phone.
Such as universal free bus service to combat rising costs and boost transit use as a domestic socialist
Hold on.
or democratic socialist.
I'm going to pause that for a second. So we are currently doing schooling on current events. But I will answer this and then get back to that. So I am not a Christian. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. There's a big difference. I will not.
Hey, calm down. Calm.
I will not ever be labeled as a Christian again because they believe that, oh, you can continue in sinful ways and be fine.
No, that is not true, by the way.
Yes, it is.
No.
What part's not true? Sweet. Let me clarify.
The fact that you would want to be a Christian.
I don't want to be a Christian.
That's why I said it's not true.
Oh no, she asked, what do you think about being Christian?
Oh.
So the difference between being a Christian and going to the brick and mortar versus being a follower of Jesus Christ, when you're a follower of Jesus Christ, you follow his word, you follow his law. When you are a Christian, you tend to be more susceptible to judging others, to being basically snobbish, to being closed-minded to the truth about everything, i.e. herbalism is a natural gift from God that the Christians say is witchcraft. Not quite a Christian. No. Christianity is not the human way. No. Okay, so that is the earthly way. So therefore, if he allows it to happen and continues doing it, he's not a follower of Jesus. The Lord says there will be people that will prophesy in my name. But when they come to the kingdom of glory, they will be turned away. Yes, everybody sins. It is asking for forgiveness from your sins and turning away from those sins. Not continuing to sin. Do you understand? If you want to be one of the few on the narrow path, not the wide path, you will learn what is right, what is wrong. You will do God's bidding. Okay, so if your pastor sits there and says, yeah, I sinned, but I'm not going to turn away from my sins because I asked Jesus for being to be saved. After you ask for forgiveness, if you don't turn away, you are turning back to the same way. And you're not actually asking for forgiveness. You're appeasing your mind. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to this. We will talk about that later.
Donnie enjoys progressive value for email. Blah, blah, blah. Look, Daddy, with the free buses and the free something, and also he's like talking about doing rent control citywide, which will not only exacerbate just empty units. What's he gonna do? Force people to rent people out and renovate shit? Rent control in New York's a disaster, and it's like they did it in, where was it? Was it in El Salvador? Maybe it was not El Salvador.
Monko, you wanna go grab us some
Yeah,
water?
El Salvador, where they got rid of the rent control and the housing stock grew huge, and the housing crisis. No, what's the?
By the way, yes, I am still
It's either
listening.
Argentina. I think it's Argentina. In Argentina, they banned rent control, and the housing market grew like exponentially after that. It was like they had the housing supply grew so much that the cost for housing came down, and it solved so many problems. Rent control is not a good idea. All it does is restrict the way people maintain properties, because they can't raise the rent on them when they do improvements. And so a lot of there's like 10,000 units in
Thank
New
you
York
for
City
the idea, though.
that are not being rented because they can't be renovated because
For,
there's
class.
no
You'll
value
see.
in renovating them. So anyway, here's Bill to blow hard on MSNBC talking about Mamdani.
Free bus. And who runs that? The city of New York runs it, just like we run so many other services. And the bottom line here is think about the free buses again. Free buses has been proven to work in many parts of the country.
Where?
I'll get your list of cities.
Where in the country are there free buses? That
Right.
it works.
I had to pay.
That the cities can afford free buses. Where? Tell me where, Bill.
But the bottom line is, it
He's
is something
talking out
that
his ass.
allows people to, one, reduce their costs, which people are overwhelmed by, to get into mass transit more. It
Here's yours.
works
Thank you,
because
sweet.
we know
Here,
that
Uncle,
if
put it
people are
right here.
given a quality alternative they can afford, they'll use it. Free bus.
He's so much.
Oh.
Did you hear what he said? And he asked, where has it worked?
Here is think about the free buses again. Free buses has been proven to work in many parts of the country.
Where?
I'll get your list of cities, but the bottom.
I would like that list of cities, please.
Anyway, there you go.
Just saying.
De Blasio.
Grandpa's
is,
watching political bull crap.
Technically, sorry.
Also here.
Yeah, but this is the
here's
truth.
let's talk about the violence in Chicago. Trump vows to end Chicago daily.
You know, there's a big truth
Jackson.
between
Chicago
Nah,
Labor Day
true
weekend,
political
violence,
and
54 people
fake.
shot and 7 people killed, highlighting ongoing gun crime in underserved neighborhoods. Mayor Brandon Johnson rejected President Donald Trump's offer for federal intervention, citing local crime reductions and concerns over political motives. While Governor J.B. Pritzker dismissed the need for the National Guard, Trump's vow to solve the crime problem fast has intensified debates, dry criticism from public figures and social media, blah, 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 blah. Is this de Blasio too? No, this is, let's see. Breaking Democrats have now lost Morning Joe on crime, who is fuming about Chicago's weekend shootings. Oh, Scarborough got mad? Okay, let's listen to Scarborough get mad about Chicago. Let's listen.
Concern is you have leaders in Chicago that see this, as you say. We've been reading about this for years now.
Yes, we have.
Every weekend, and maybe crime has gone down. But we had the mayor of Chicago on last week saying, oh, we don't need any more police officers. Police officers aren't the answer. No police officers. I think he said no 5 times. You look what's happening this weekend. You look so, I actually think that
Micah doesn't look happy that Joe's talking about this. By the way, why did she look at what's going on with her face? Oh, at least it's not seeping. Never mind.
I actually think that J.B. Pritzker should do something radical.
Why does he keep pronouncing Pritzker's name wrong? J.B. Pritzker. Sorry.
I think he should pick up the phone, call the president, and say, you know and I know you don't have the constitutional authority to deploy the National Guard here and to police my you can do that in D.C.
Yeah,
you can't do that in Chicago. But let's partner up. These are dangerous parts of my state. We would love to
Southside Chicago and East St. Louis. Those are 2 most dangerous parts of Illinois.
figure out how to have a partnership that's constitutional, that respects the sort of balance of federalism between the federal government and the state government. And let's work together to save lives. Because right now, just hey, nothing to see here moving along.
It's bullshit.
No problem here. Hey, Donald Trump,
It's bullshit.
we don't need you. And, the mayor talking about we're going to protect people's dignity in our city. We'll protect their lives. That's protecting their dignity. It would be radical for us to figure out a way to actually do what I've been saying from the very beginning on Washington.
This
And that
stupid
is seeing
thing will not go
politicians
away.
creating partnerships
back button.
that protect their people.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Kudos
Okay.
to Mr. Morning Joe. Holy shit. But reaction. Comedy writer, creative single bail condition is that he does not go on X. We do not
Wait, what?
arrest or the bill. There's two. Crime is out of control. Where women met by $5 police. I guess on his Substack or something. Where's that? Sorry. Well, whatever.
Ow.
So when he landed in
Did you
Heathrow,
just
he
bite
was
me?
met by $5
I'm
police
sorry.
arrested his crime.
Did you just bite me?
As Graham
Ow.
says in the
She
Substack.
bit me.
In a country where
Yeah.
pedophiles escaping sentences, where knife crime is
In
out of
the
control,
mouth.
where women are assaulted and harassed every time they gather to speak, the state
The way that I
has
said it,
5
though.
armed police officers to arrest a comedy writer. Creative single bail condition is that he does not go on X. We do not believe Graham's arrest or the bail conditions imposed were lawful. We will be backing him all the way. This is the Free Speech Union. All the way in his fight against these preposterous allegations and disproportionate response from the police. 5 armed police officers. They don't even carry guns in jolly old England. So anyway, is there an article on this? I can't remember. I had a couple of free speech over the pond articles. What happened to this? I wanted to actually go from what he wrote about it. Here, let's try this right here. So, at Heathrow police station, my belt, my bag, devices were confiscated. Then I was shown into a small green tiled cell with a big bunk, a silver toilet in the corner, and a message from Crime Stoppers on the ceiling next to the concave mirror that was presumably there to make you reflect on your life choices. By some miracle, probably because they hadn't slept on the flight.
Right.
I managed to doze off after a premier economy seat in which I had just spent 10 hours. It was actually a relief to stretch out. That passed the time, though I kept waking up and wondering if this was all actually happening. Later during the interview itself, the tone shifted. The officer conducted it, asked about each of the terrible tweets in turn with the sort of earnest intensity usually reserved for discussing something serious like, I don't know, crime. I explained that the punch tweet was a serious point made with a joke. Men who enter the women's spaces are abusers, and they need to be challenged every time. The punch in the bullocks bit was about the height difference between men and women, the bullocks being closer to, that's his balls, to punch level for a woman defending her rights, and I certainly not a call to violence. Not one of my best, as one of the female officers said, we're that small. I wouldn't respond, but he mentioned trans people. I asked him what he meant by the phrase, people who feel their gender is different than what was assigned at birth. I said, assigned at birth? Our sex isn't assigned. He called it semantics. I told him he was using activist language that damaged Stonewall's doing the UK police force to take years to mend. So anyway, that was his experience. It's like, so what the hell is going on with the UK as far as free speech? And I got another accused those involved in the anti-mass migration campaign to raise the England flag of England of being extremists. Member of Parliament for Norwich South Clive, Lewis, has claimed that the so-called far right are behind the patriotic Raise the Colours campaign of hanging England's St. George's Cross flag and the Union Jack in his constituency. After flags were raised outside of a migrant hotel in Bothorpe last week, speaking to the local Eastern Daily Press, the Caribbean Heritage MP said that while some may be flying the flag out of national pride, he claimed that far-right groups are using these flags to mark territory and intimidate the vast majority who reject their extreme views. They love saying extremes. Good morning, Select Boy. Yeah, They're trying to drag the flag back into being their flag, only for their purposes of division and intolerance, undoing the brilliant way our multi-heritage England teams turned it into one of unity and pride. Lewis continued. I've raised residents' concerns with the county council. They can't look the other way when extremists use our streets to send an intimidating message. Lewis, the former Labour leadership candidate and member of the party's socialist campaign group, has previously been asked by police to refrain from attending pro-open borders counter demonstrations held in opposition to locals protesting the migrant hotel in his constituency. The police had previously asked him not to attend for fear of stoking further tensions after he was seen at a December protest shouting into a megaphone that some opponents of mass migration were racist and fascist. The Raise the Colors acts of peaceful civil disobedience have also been branded as racist, with far-left Black Studies professor Kehinde Andrews claiming that both the St. George and Uniac flags represent white supremacy, while quipping that there ain't no black in the Union Jack.
What?
My brothers and sisters in jolly old England, or the Great Britain, or the UK, or any of those entities, which is several different things, would you kind of tell this brother to shut the fuck up? Goddamn. You know, there are people in England who are black who've been there for generations and are proud to be Brits and enjoy being British citizens and whatnot.
That hurt. I tried popping my knuckles, forgetting that
it's
they're
almost like
bruised.
they're adopting American grievance culture. But also the problem with all the immigration in England is very parallel to us, and it may be even more extreme because, you know, the
That is loud.
Get pushed out of the bigger cities. But you know, it's an interesting cultural phenomenon there, and if they're going to start like look, I kind of I wonder if things in England are becoming like things in Minneapolis, where you got all these mosques, doing call to prayer 5 days a week or 5 times a day and all that other stuff. It's just strange, and it's a big cultural shift, and there's going to be tensions there, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. Thank you, Avocado. Stay out the end of the small bowl of the tip jar. Greatly appreciate it. Who says, give it 5 years, and the Saint become St. George's Crescent.
Oh.
Yeah, well, like Minnesota changed its flag to oh, by the way, wait a minute. I gotta show you something, because I told my wife something also this weekend while we were at the state fair, because all 3 Republican booths that we saw at the state fair were not flying the new Minnesota state flag, and because we had this big flag change in Minnesota, right? And I told my wife, because she hadn't even heard about it yet. Look, some people who don't pay attention to this shit haven't heard of it, right? And so I said, yeah, our new Minnesota flag, it looks like a butthole. Okay. And so here, let me I can't center this. There we go. So,
may I borrow your
so
tablet,
the soft
please?
flag, you can fly a flag horizontally, or you can fly it vertically, right?
Just make sure that
And there was one that was flying vertically on another booth, and I said, see, it looks like a butthole. And she was like, what? So I'm going to let you decide, okay? Here's the new Minnesota flag. It looks like a butthole.
Oh, boy.
It looks like if you were looking from a toilet's eye view, that's somebody sitting on the toilet.
That's the new
Now,
Minnesota flag. Are you kidding me?
Says, I will never unsee that.
No, you cannot unsee that.
It's eye view.
Just-
of the butthole. Do you agree or disagree?
Oh,
That's
shit.
a little bit too much, like some separate Somali state flags too. But anyway, so there you go.
Blue ice cream.
in the,
Great. Now I can't unsee that. Right?
Flag that looks like a butthole. All right. So anyway, yeah. So now raising the English flag in England is racist, I guess. So, according to unacceptable views by other favorite Canadian. All right.
No, it is not racist to fly. They need to stop with the everything's racist bullshit. They're just trying to water down the word. So the people that are actually racist can slide undercover. Just saying.
So apparently CBS News on Face the Nation, I didn't realize, I thought Face the Nation was live, but apparently they tape it in the morning. And so,
selective boy.
Trouble.
Tomatoes should be thrown at the flag, or at that flag.
He needs to, and the one thing that we will continue to do
Why does the pause
is to
work?
make sure that he doesn't walk free in the United States of America.
There we go. All right. Let's see if I can make this through. So, Chrissy Nolan was on Face the Nation over the weekend, and apparently they kind of
Bring up the original flag.
what she said, and left out a significant part about this. So, CBS
Just got this too.
Hi, Sally.
It's fine.
Here's
You're
here's what the
in class right now, so.
section that they're talking about.
And this is part of
Christy Nolan on
current
Face the
event.
Nation, how they cut the response that she made. Here the original and what actually aired on TV.
And the one thing that we
Welcome
will
in.
continue to do is to make sure that he doesn't walk free in the United States of America. This individual.
Boom.
So that was the way it sounded on Face the Nation. But they left out this part, the continuance of this.
Individual was a known human smuggler, beater, and someone who was so perverted that he solicited nude photos from minors, and even his fellow human traffickers told him to knock it off. He was so sick in what he was doing and how he was treating small children. So he needs to never be in the United States of America, and our administration is making sure we're doing all that we can to bring him to justice. And
So they left that out because they don't want her saying stuff like that. She's responsible for her own words, and if there is a problem with that, she would be held responsible. But they wouldn't allow that to be.
There, that's the original
Kinda crazy,
Minnesota
isn't it?
flag.
All right. I have a few other things.
Let's stay with the original.
I want to go to
That's the old one.
Reaction Puerto Rico sent me right now.
And the new one looks like a butthole.
Right.
I think they're just trying to tell everybody to kiss their ass. Just saying.
Let's see.
AD, when human traffickers tell you to act right, you know you have problems.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Here's the difference between the new one and the old one.
There you go.
That's the new one. That's the old one.
The old one is a lot better. Just saying.
Let's make sure these did not.
They probably did again.
While he faces charges, Nunez is
Nope.
up to 10 years in federal prison if convicted. Oh, so he thought it was hilarious that while Ives was doing their job. Fuck you, Dad! Fuck you! Hey! So that's the guy towing the ice vehicle while they're making an arrest. Okay. Well, this is a case of FAFO because now there he is getting arrested.
Oh, that's what you get for being a dummy.
That's right.
I was trying to look away from the camera.
Hey, you stole the vehicle. What do you expect? Bobby Nunez. So there you go. Thank you, Reaction Puerto Rico. That's a separate.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what I did. I got rid of Kristen. Well, you don't need Kristen. Hers is an article that's accompanied that. So there you go. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Odds and ends in the links today. Let's see. We'll skip this. Skip that. In the news over the weekend, apparently a judge has blocked the Trump administration from returning The child separation issue. A federal judge on Sunday blocked the Trump administration's plan to return 76 unaccompanied illegal immigrant children found at the U.S. border to Guatemala. U.S. District Judge Sparkle Suknanen. What? Your judge's name is Sparkle Suknanen? Sided with attorneys for the children who argued that returning them to Guatemala would put them at risk. The Justice Department maintained that the children were being reunited with their parents and guardians. Here's the quote. Here, plaintiff children have demonstrated clear and irreparable harm if removed to Guatemala, Suknanen, the Biden appointee wrote. Several plaintiffs lack guardians who can provide safety and care. Many fear return and wish to continue pursuing their asylum claims before immigration courts, facing risk of persecution and torture. Further, defendants have failed to comply with legal obligations to ensure safe repatriation to Guatemala. Suknanen claimed that the Trump administration was discriminating against the children based on their nationality and that not giving them due process.
They were brought here illegally. They're trying to go home. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them go home. Let them go back to their mom and dad.
Deportation
Or grandmas and grandpas.
a criminal remedy.
Or grandmas and grandpas.
It's a civil remedy. The due process is if they've been here less than 2 years, you can send them back to their home country, and it's not considered punishment. But again, they're children. There's probably some interest there. And maybe they know who their parents are. Who knows? Justice Department lawyer Drew Ensign stated that the parents or guardians of the children had requested the return of their children. The kids are being represented by the Young Center for Immigrant Children's Rights. These are not removable under the statute, he said. These are not removals out of the statute. These are repatriation. Yeah, repatriation is, oh my God, it's a civil, that's the civil remedy for the civil offense. Associated Press reported that many of the children sent to be returned to Guatemala had already boarded their planes that were awaiting takeoff when the judge's order came through. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller ripped into the judge. Again, this is
Cannot make that make
using
sense.
questionable law to have it happen, to have their agenda. Speaking of illegal immigrants, now remember that Colony Ridge place down in Texas they were building? They were going to have this giant illegal immigrant community in Texas. Like they were building houses and having a whole subdivision strictly for illegal immigrants. Well, the lending scheme that gave rise to Colony Ridge is happening all across America. The same financial scheme that allowed Texas developers to profit on untold numbers of illegal aliens. Oh, by the way, they were selling homes, and then for some reason they were finding ways to deny them some of these homes. They were just basically like ticket scalping. They sell at a high price, and you might not even have real tickets. The same financial scheme that allowed Texas developers to profit off untold numbers of illegal aliens by selling them American homes is now being employed by lenders all across the country. In the absence of a social security number, many illegal aliens have discovered a widely available form of identification from the IRS that can give them access to lenders all across the country, far beyond Colony Ridge. Individual taxpayer identification numbers, also known as ITINs, ITINs, introduced in 1996, enable the IRS to process taxes for individuals who don't have a social security number. They've since been heralded by one far-left Soros-backed group as a powerful tool for illegal aliens who could use the IRS-issued identification to buy their own slice of America, whether in a development like Colony Ridge or a residential neighborhood. The financial loophole has allowed for the creation of an entire industry that markets and caters to illegal aliens looking to cement their presence in the United States by securing a mortgage and buying a home. The loophole provides fuel for the growth of places like Colony Ridge, which now hopes to reach a population of 250,000.
Americans are struggling to be able to do that unless they have this over good.
With the influx of immigrants, Colony Ridge has become a hub for criminal activity and drug trafficking and has been called home by cartel members, drug runners, human smugglers,
you have to have a really good
and wanted murderers. Hey, yeah.
But they can come here, buy a home, and get a loan for it without. No.
By the Daily Wire sought to empower non-citizens through its lending practices. The company named Mrz even told the stories of illegal aliens who successfully use ITIN numbers documents to get mortgage loans. There's also a Connecticut lender that operates in Texas, Florida, and 4 other states. That company, Prisma Lending Group, distributed a guide to prevent deportation and even hosted a conversation with an immigrant lawyer. Look, if they end up in one of these developments and they end up buying a home and they get deported, the banks can profit. If they can hang on for a couple years, get all that early interest, and then still sell the house after now look, banks don't like having properties owned bank owned properties. But with an illegal alien, if they sell the home and they profit off it, they don't have to send the money back to anybody. So like when a bank forecloses on a home, and they eventually, they get those people out that lost their house or whatever, when they sell that home, they can only legally pay off what is owed on the home. If there is any excess, if there's any excess funds, they cannot keep that profit. They have to give that money back to the people who, got foreclosed on. That's a legal requirement. Although it doesn't happen all the time,
I think
because
if you
they
can
can't
hear it, they
always
can hear
find the people that
that's not.
if it's an illegal alien, I don't think do they have to give the money back? Probably not. So there's, for them, the risk of foreclosure, especially if they get them to pay for a few years, because the first few years of a mortgage loan is pretty much your, most of it's interest you're paying. They're not, they don't pay down the mortgage in the first few years. You don't start paying it down about halfway through a mortgage. But if the values of the price of the homes rise and they can sell and make a profit, then they don't have to. Who do they have to give the money back to? They did a mortgage for illegal aliens who aren't even supposed to be here. This is terrible.
It's okay.
There's more in the article, but yeesh, holy shit. All right, other things in the links today. I'll just go through some headlines now. Christian Baker pleads with the SCOTUS to end California's lawfare
Welcome
against
back, son.
religious.
I'm
We went through this shit in Colorado. This Baker in California, in her petition filed with the High Court on Wednesday, Golden State resident Kathy Miller requested that the justice take up her case and issue a ruling in defense of her First Amendment rights. At least 4 justices must agree to hear the case before it can be considered by a full court. She said, "All I want to do is serve my neighbors as the gospel of Jesus Christ calls me to, without being forced to create messages that violate my beliefs," Miller said in a statement. Miller is represented by the Thomas More Society, Beckett and Limondre and Jana LLP. The case first came to fruition in 2017 when Miller, a Christian cake artist, was asked to design a wedding cake for a same-sex couple. After declining to do so due to her Christian beliefs about the sanctity of marriage and referring to the couple to another baker, Miller was subjected to an investigation and legal action by the California Civil Rights Department, according to Newsweek.
80, she should just sell donuts at the Minnesota State Fair. That would probably make her more money.
Miller later appealed to the California Supreme Court, which
He's not wrong.
declined to hear the case earlier this year. In petitioning the Supreme Court of the United States to consider the client's case, Miller's attorneys argued that California's 8-year civil prosecution of Miller violates both the free speech clause and the free exercise clause of the First Amendment by forcing her to undertake actions that conflict with her Christian beliefs. So this is the same thing that dude has been going through in Colorado. They struck down the law they struck down the case in Colorado. He has the right to do what he does with his artistic work, and California is pursuing the same kind of bullshit against this woman. So good luck to her. There's the Graham Lineman arrested. Here's the Telegraph article. Where's Graham? I'll just put it over. Let's see what's that. Where is it? I did have the article about Graham Lineman getting arrested from the Telegraph, which basically just recapping all the stuff that we talked about earlier, but it's a little more detailed if you want to read that. Also in Front Page Magazine, Trump crushes New York's $500 million sham. We talked about this when it happened, how the judges threw out the $500 million judgment against Donald Trump in the so-called business records case. Excuse me, that's the business fraud case where he supposedly overvalued his properties, and the lenders came in and did their own due diligence and still lended them the money. And the judge N. Moran fined him $500 million or $300-something million and grew to $500 million with interest. While the appeals court threw the fine of the $500 million fine, they threw that out as in Eighth Amendment violation, which they should have thrown the entire case out the way they finagled to get that case in the docket. So anyway, it's a victory, but it's not a complete victory. And the crazy part is the state of New York is going to continue to pursue this to the highest court in the state. I hope it gets thrown out. It should be thrown out. It's a bullshit case.
Let it go all the way up and get thrown out.
And then finally, the Breitbart article here.
Did you hear that pop in my
from
news,
drug companies on the effects of COVID treatments. We
There's a
talked
hole
about
in
that
the
last
wall.
week too. So but I left
Yeah, I know
a
there's a hole in
detailed
the wall.
article out in the links, and that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you joining me. By the way, programming note, I will not be doing a show Thursday or Friday this week because I'll be traveling, unless, well, maybe I'll do a Friday Q&A only. That might be something to do, because I got to do it from my phone because I'm not taking a computer with me. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, guys, thank you for joining me on the Morning Night Live. Let me drop these links. What is this? What do I got here? Oh, that's the Minnesota flag. I'll leave that in the links so you can, just so every time you think of Minnesota, you can think butthole. There you go. Here we go. Here come the links for today. Come on. There we go. Come on.
And after this, we are going to take a small break.
So here,
I am going to stop the live
here,
because this is still part of Ryze.
today's
And we will restart the live for schooling.
from the show. And I'll drop these in the, description of this video /stream. And that's it for today. I appreciate you being here. I hope to see you tomorrow and also next week. Gotta go. My name's P-Dog Knight, and I am out of here. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Hey,
All right, guys and girls. So, he is done. And poor Somnambul Nation doesn't have to have that echo anymore. Thank you, Somnam. I will be we will be taking a small break, and then we will be back here at about 11 o'clock. First subject I think we're going to do is a little bit of history. Because, well, you got the current events from P-Dog Knight. Thank you, P-Dog Knight. Then it's going to go on to, let's learn about those flags and other history topics. Thank you guys for watching. Yep, my brain's gone. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope you like what you see. Don't forget, if you do like what you see, to subscribe, click that little bell, and smash the like button. And always remember, no matter what life throws at you, no matter what crazy curveball is thrown your way, at the end of a rainy day is a rainbow. Love y'all. God bless. Later. Hope to see you at 11.